Namaskar friends, we are again here for another NEET biology class, and for competitive exams the biology classes that we have already discussed different. We have started from sequentially the animal classifications, and already invertebrates non-chordate has finished. The basis of chordate classification or vertebrate classifications already finished. Now in this case amphibians, the vertebrates have divided into Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha was Cyclostomata and Gnathostomata. Among the Gnathostomata there was, again they have been divided into two parts, those who have limbs or those who do not have any limbs. So fishes have fins, have no limbs, and amphibia, reptilia and Apis mammalia, they have the limb. So they are tetrapods. So we are today we will discuss about the amphibians, and all the information present in PDF format in description. You can download and take notes properly. Lots of information that are very essential for the exam, mainly the competitive exams, all kinds of, even CSIR NET or UGC NET or your NEET biology or anything can cover. This is overall amphibians. So let's start the amphibians. So features, first, their body is bilaterally symmetrical. Their body is bilaterally symmetrical. They are cold blooded. They have 3 chambered heart, that is the 1 ventricle and 2 atrium. 2 atrium left and right. Left receive blood from the total body, from the lungs, and right receive blood from the total body, and heart actually pumps the carbon dioxide and oxygen containing bloods. So mixed blood are pumped. In this case they are cold blooded, poikilothermic. So why they are poikilothermic? They are triploblastic. No marine individual is present. Among these, no marine individual is present, and they are not only marine, they do not have any marine member, and they have FTT, that is they are present in fresh water, even in tree dwellers. Okay, they are in fresh water, in tree dwellers. So their body, amphibians, their body can be divided into head, trunk and tail. Head, trunk and tail. Neck is almost absent. However, 2 pairs of limbs are there. So why name the tetrapods? And they have tetrapentadactylus, that is finger. When 4 finger is present, they are called tetradactyly, and 5 fingers present, pentadactyly. They are actually in a 4 limbs. In case of toads, the 4 limbs are tetradactyl. Listen, the posterior legs are the pentadactylus. So this one exception is there, most important. Some limbless members are also present in amphibians. Apoda, they are limbless. No claws are present. They do not have any claws in their nails. Their nails are present but no claws. Exception is there in genopods, they have claws. So this one is very important. Nails, hoofs and webs are present. Webs are present in case of toads. We have seen that the posterior leg have webs. That web helps them in swimming. So this one is important. Multicellular poisonous mucous gland. Their skin is smooth, no scales is there, but exception is there. So what exception is there? In case of apoda, they have small skins and round skin present inside the skin. Small round scales. So these are very important. Multicellular poisonous mucous gland is present in skin. Multicellular poisonous skin gland that release the mucus that helps them to protect from the predators. So this one important. 2 occipital condyle, notochord absent. 2 occipital condyle, the first vertebrate who have the occipital condyle, 2 occipital condyle and notochord is absent. Atlas is present. Atlas. So why they can move their slightly move their heads, not totally. In case of reptilia, we see that atlas and axis both are present, so that they can move their head freely. So acrodon type of teeth is there. Acrodon, that is, their teeth is superficial teeth, not very strong teeth is there. Cloaca is present as a urinogenital opening. Cloaca is there. As like that of chondrichthyes we have seen, muscular tongue is there. Tongue is muscular and protrusible. They release their tongue for their praying. Respiration, different types of respiration through lungs, through gills, or through skins. Their skin is covered, their skin just below the skin, lots of blood vessels are present, so that they can easily absorb the oxygen and interchange oxygen and carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. So, this one is very important, and buccopharyngeal linings are most important. So, 4 kind of respiration: lung, gill, skins and buccopharyngeal linings are there. Kidney is mesonephric type of kidney. Another most important thing is the study of amphibians are known as batrachology, or study of amphibians as well as reptilians is called herpetology. This you have to understand or remember. Fins without fin ray. Some members have fins, don't have any fins. Some members have fins. If fin is present, but fin ray will not be there. Gills only present in larvae. Gills are present only in larvae and in some aquatic animals. Larval stage. Larva, tadpole larva, you know, heart is 3 chambered, I have mentioned. 10 pairs of cranial nerve. This one is very important. 10 pairs of cranial nerve. We will see amphibians 10 pairs, but when we move to the reptilians and aves and mammalian, we will see the 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Lateral line of sense organ is there. Sexual dimorphism, that is male and female body is separate. There external fertilization occur, but exception is there. In salamander there is the internal fertilization occur. All exhibit external fertilization except salamander. No copulatory organ is there, only cloaca is there, mostly oviparous, some are ovoviviparous. We know oviparous means we have already seen in ostricthyes, in chondrichthyes, the oviparous, some are ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous means they have hatched, they hatch the eggs inside their body and baby come out from there after the maturation. So, larvae is tadpole, frontoparietal bone is present. This one very important, and Latimaria is a member which is living fossil of the the ancestral group. It is Latimaria is considered the ancestral group and living fossil of this class. Eyelids with tear glands, and I have a nictitating membrane. Nictitating membrane is actually the vestigial organ that is considered that nictitating present in lower animals like amphibia, but not in mammals. Mammal it is present, nictitating organ is present at the just rudimentary organ in our eyes. So, examples you have to know: male midwife toads, and alites. Lots of examples are there in a description as a PDF format. You have to know Suriname pipa carries eggs on their special pits on the back, and carries eggs around their thigh, in male midwife toad, alites. Mud puppy, largest RBC is present in Proteus as well as in Rhacophorus. Congo eel. Congo eel and Proteus exhibits largest RBC, and flying frog called Rhacophorus. Bufo is an Indian toad, and Megabatractus is the largest amphibians. Megabatractus actually, Batractus. So, this one is very important, and this you have to understand. Okay, thank you. Take note and properly prepare for the examination to crack the NEET 2021. Thank you very much.